Hey, I'm at the parking lot of Lake Louise, and my project sort of today is one, stir up the ice climbing community. That's always fun. I like to see them because they buzz like hornets. And the two is to maybe make the world's first sport ice climb. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. So let's see how today goes. We'll go have a look at Louise Falls. This is where my project is. And I had other plans too. Yeah. So one of the perks was as I walked by, I'd forgotten that the ice sculptures were going on, or the ice festival that was happening, and like they charged like $20 or something like that to go in and see these things. Yeah, but when you're walking by at 5 o'clock in the morning, there's nobody's working, so you just kind of go on tour, and it looks exactly the same. I mean, the lighting is the same. It actually looks more spectacular when nobody's there. So that was kind of an added bonus to the day. Next to, creating a brand new sport. I'm creating a brand new sport.
So I'm at
If
the
only
top
the
of
people had the
Louise
vision.
Falls right now, and it's just starting to get daylight. So I'm ready to go to work here and create the world's first ice sport climb. What a concept, eh? Sport climbing with ice, pre-place protection. Let's see how this goes. I'll check in here after I've got down to the next tier. About 15 meters below me, there's a tier, and then that's where the steep pillars are, which are about 35 meters, 40-meter pillars. I don't know if you can see, but I got in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Abalakovs on the top pitch, which is only about 15 meters or so.
So while I was putting in the world's first sport climb, which is, a controversial thing, so to speak, this young lady, Michelle, comes climbing by. Obviously, a seasoned pro at ice climbing because he just kind of whips up, doesn't have any problem with the climbing at all, and becomes actually accidentally the first person in the world, in the whole world, get this, to lead the first sport ice climbing pitch by climbing by me and then clipping the freshly built Abalakovs, which you can see that she's doing right here. So she actually worked her way into becoming part of history, probably worldwide history for that matter, just by the fact of, being at the wrong place at the wrong time. Okay, it's been a couple of days since I put up the old ice route. I haven't had any feedback or heard anything about it yet. But I've been thinking about it. I have mixed feelings about it. Of course, I know it's going to be controversial, but if I don't, who's going to do it? But dealing with the crowds that we have right now in the Rockies is becoming an issue. There's only so many waterfalls, and the number of people accessing and trying to use them are increasing all the time. And if you think about it, most of the waterfall isn't even being used. They all take the same line. They all stand in the same line because the other parts of the waterfall are just too steep and dangerous for people to jump on. So they all want to take out the same picked out line that everybody else is taking, or at least that's what happens on Louise Falls most of the time. So putting in 2 or 3 more routes on some of these things, like like Guinness would be perfect if you on the bottom there and you put another route, a Abalaklov route to the left, so there was a passing lane. And you could process more people and be just as safe once you put all the Abalakovs in. And then same with the upper pitch of it too. That last pitch of it, one side of it was just all Abalakovs, and then the other side could just be the same. So I don't know. Anyhow, we'll see. I'm sure what's going to happen is somebody's just going to get outraged and then take them out, which is to be expected. I mean, I don't care. But Just a little social engineering because trying to get people to think differently. So signing out for now, and we'll check in again if anything happens out of this. We'll have a part 2 later, man.